Hey, mastermind, how's it going? So welcome into this training because you are not on live with me. I'm actually at Top Summit as we speak. So I am live streaming this. So it is coming into the group at the scheduled time, but I am pre-recording this. So if you couldn't get on the Zoom, this is why. So we are going to talk today about module 1, or the first part of this 30-day recruiting blitz. We're going to dissect the new prospect flowchart so you can start feeling comfortable when it comes to talking to people about your product and your business. So week 1, we are going to do the product. Week 2, we're going to talk about the business. Week 3, we're going to talk about posture and follow-up. And week 4, we're going to do Q&A, okay? So let me share my screen and let me tell you a couple of logistics here, so we're all on the same page. So in the Files tab inside of Mastermind, you should see this tracker here. What I'm going to need for you to do to participate is write down MECB. You can just put M and E on because M and E has to be done every day unless you're taking a day off, obviously. C and B are going to come up when you have a new customer or a new business builder. You don't have to put C0 over and over again. Like whenever I fill out trackers and if I don't have any business builders, I'm always like I don't like that feeling energetically. That's just me. So you can go ahead and put M and E every single day, number of new messages you sent in general, and number of people you exposed that are new that you're sharing your product or business for the first time. That's what you need to do. Every week inside of the events tab that says 30-day recruiting blitz, you can post a picture of your tracker or maybe your results for the week and just say, I had 100 reach outs and I exposed 15 new people. Whatever those numbers are, just drop them in there. You can drop a picture of your tracker. That's just gonna hold you accountable, and then it's also going to enter you into the drawings. So I'm going to do a drawing for every single person who fills out the whole tracker. Again, it's okay to take a day or 2 off. You just have to write that down on there. But everybody who fills out the tracker, you are going to be entered in to win a coaching session with me. It's valued at almost $500. And then I'll have other prizes for those that have the most number of new messages sent out, so new connections with people, and so not counting follow-ups. And then for people who have the most ease, whoever has the most ease in the group will also get a prize. Okay, so make sure you fill it out, make sure you post your results in there, and just participate in there because I'll be posting in this group every day. Woohoo! All right, you guys ready for this? So in the Files tab, you're also going to find this, and this is what we're going to talk about today. This is my new prospect flow chart. So in my work, one of the things I'm uncovering and realizing is that even if it's a top level leader, people do not have processes. Like I'm kind of in shock at the amount of people who kind of have stumbled their way in, or not just lucked out, had a natural ability for leading people and had a natural grind and hustle in them. Really, if you have hustle and you have some people skills, you can go to the top of a network marketing company. But I also believe in systems and processes, because if you have a system and a process, it's duplicatable. You can turn around and teach somebody else that. So you're going to grow a lot faster versus you trying to just always work on your own business. It's going to allow you to work on get other people on board as well, okay, and get them to be you're part of your team and helping you grow and duplicate, right? That's where the magic really is in the duplication. So I came up with this, and we're going to go over the right side of it today. We're going to go over the left side next week. I think it's easier to lead with the product. I think most of you are comfortable with that. And also at the end, you can actually upsell. So leading with the product is a really good, safe place to start. It's also easiest to teach others because they are much more likely to feel comfortable leading with the product, okay? So you guys can print this off and follow this training, and then I want you to fill out the scripts for this. This is your homework, okay? And if you go through this and you're like, I don't know what to say, I'm gonna give you ideas for everything, but you need to come up with like what your thing is. Like, how are you gonna position what you have to offer? If you don't do this, then how are you gonna have conversations and really prospect people? You know what I mean? So, okay, lead with the product is, they're gonna get into this is your flow chart. So a new prospect is somebody who you friend request and you've never talked to before. And so let's say I just did this in the business boutique training. Let's say they friended you and you accept their friend request and you say to them, thank you so much for their friend request. I saw that we had some mutual friends in common, or I saw you recently commented on my post about blah, blah, blah. I'd love to get to know a little bit more about you. Tell me more about you. And so she says, oh, I'm a realtor. I've got 2 kids, da, da, da. What about you? And then you would go into it. Okay. So leading with the product is you can still, even if she says, what do you do? You're still going to bring up the product. And I'm going to show you how to do it. It could also be with like a curiosity post. So the exposure script is going to be changing a little bit based on how they get into this sales funnel. Okay. So you have to have some independent thinking here, but this is going to be your guideline here. So I want you to fill this out. Okay. So the first thing, how do we expose people? We tell them what we do. That's what an exposure is. Expose, like, woo, right? What do we do? Surprise. Okay. Let's keep it PG-13. All right. So this is what I've written down. You can use this as a guideline, but you're going to have to tweak it to make it your own. Exposure script is, I am a brand influencer for a blank company. I'm a brand influencer for a health and wellness company. I'm a brand influencer for a beauty company, for a skincare company, for a travel company. You could say you're a beauty influencer for a hair care company. Okay, so you can kind of play around with those words to what feels best to you. Maybe you're an ambassador, maybe you're a stylist. There's different words, okay? And then you say, have you ever tried blank before? Have you tried it? Not have you heard of it, have you tried it? Because if you say you've heard of it, they probably have. And if they haven't, they might even say, no. And that just sounds weird, okay? So have you tried it before? If they say yes, we're gonna go over to the yes, okay? And I know there's a lot of arrows and stuff, but if you follow along, you'll be good to go. So yes, and you can have this paper right in front of you as you're talking to this person in Messenger or wherever you're at with them. Okay, what was their experience? So if they say they've tried it, most of the time, if they say they've tried it and they're not still taking it, they probably didn't have a good experience usually, or maybe they couldn't afford it. So we want to find out what's going on with that, because my personal experience, whenever this comes up for me, I am almost always able to fix whatever it was, because they either weren't taking the product right, just there's different things, right? So what was their experience? So I'll say to them, what was I would love to hear more about that. Tell me what was your experience with it? I'd love to hear more about that. Tell me what was your experience with it, if you don't mind, okay? If they're like, oh, I just loved it. It was great. I don't know why I stopped taking it. Okay. That was whoever wasn't, their person didn't follow up with them or something happened. Sometimes people quit, right? And all their customers get lost. So if it was positive, then you're going to go back up here, okay? And you're going to tell them your story. So it's just like a little circle. If it's negative, what do? So if the script was, oh, I totally hated it, it made me have a seizure and I went into the hospital for 5 months. Hopefully that's not a real example, but let's just use it. Then you're like, oh my word, I'm so sorry to hear that. Thank you for the heads up and the feedback on it. Again, grateful for the friendship. Let's stay connected, and you move on, okay? Unless you can salvage it. So let's go back to the exposure script. If they say no, so if you say, have you tried it before? And they say, no, I haven't. What is it? Then you come over here to the product benefits and share your story, okay? So just say, oh, no worries. I can share a bit with you. It's helped a lot of people with blank. Okay, I'd love to share with you, or I can share with you a little bit about it. It's helped a lot of people with blank. And it is personally, I was personally open to trying it because blank. So I'll back up here so you guys can write some stuff down. You should be, if you're taking this seriously, and if you haven't already gone through this training, because I did a super crash course a couple weeks ago, you should be pausing this and writing down what I'm saying, or writing in your own script, okay? If you're just watching this like, oh, la, 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 you're not gonna use this. So just please, like, pause it and fill it out, okay? If you're driving, you gotta do it when you get home tonight. Okay, so you're gonna say, no worries, I can share a bit with you. It's helped a lot of people with losing weight, having more energy, toning up. And I personally was open because I had about 10 pounds of baby weight to lose and nothing was working, okay? So it's helped a lot of people with blank, and I personally was open because blank. Since then, blank. Tell them the good news, okay? Since then, I've lost all the baby weight and I have more energy than I had when I was a teenager. Since then, because we're doing products, we're not going to talk about the business. Since then, I have regrown all my hair back, And I feel really confident now, and I'm no longer embarrassed. Since then, I've cleared up all the acne. I had cystic acne. I've cleared up all of that. You can see obviously from the picture, my profile picture, my skin is clear now. Okay, since then, blank. Then you finish with the question, can I get you more info on how it works? Question mark. Can I get you more info on how it works? Okay, that's where we're at right here. So if they say no, what do? You move on. Say, oh, no problem. It's obviously not for everyone. Please keep me in mind if you hear of anyone who struggles with these issues. They're just probably not a great prospect, to be honest, probably not even a good connection, because most people at least be cordial about it, but maybe they're just not. Like maybe it's a product that's not for everyone kind of thing. And so like, for example, let's say you're talking to somebody who's vegan and your product isn't, and they just physically can't take it because they're vegan. And they're like, no, I'm vegan, that wouldn't work. They're not being rude. It's just not a good fit. Okay. If they say yes, which is what you're hoping for right here, you go over here. Okay. Ask their pain point. Okay. Ask their pain point. Say, okay, cool. So I can point you in the right direction. What are your specific health goals? So if you ask them if you can tell them more and they say, sure, say, okay, cool. So I can point you in the right direction. What are your specific health goals? Or what would you specifically like to see differently? What would you like to see differently with your hair? What specifically are you challenged with when it comes to your skin? Like you want the specifics, okay? What would you like to see different? What specifically, tell me more about your health, your specific health goals, your specific skincare, tell me more, okay? And then, by the way, I just realized I didn't even have you guys comment. Why don't you guys comment below on this video and let me know how your challenge is going so far. So this is August 5th. So you've gotten 4 days done. Tell me how it's going so far. Have you been tracking your numbers? Has it been a little bit of an eye-opener to see how many numbers you're really getting on the board? Are you noticing that you're being distracted while you're doing it? And are you needing to do some time blocking, carve out your time? Let me know how the challenge is going for you so far. I forgot to ask you at the beginning, just because this is a little different for me to pre-record this. Oh, okay. So we are going to say to them, okay, cool. So I can point you in the right direction. What are your specific health goals? And then they're going to give you an answer. The really cool thing is, you guys, you're uncovering their pain point. Because when I first started on social media and I was building through a cold market, I struggled a lot because I couldn't understand how to find people's pain points. I would hear it in trainings, uncover their pain points, and I didn't know how. So over time, I've learned you just ask them. People are very willing to share their issues, are they not? So just uncover those pain points and just ask them, okay? So what are your specific health goals? Okay, so it says see next page. So you're gonna go down to, we're just going right down this right column here, okay? So we go into the 3-way chat script. Okay, all right, got it. So they say, oh, my specific health goals are, I'm premenopausal, my metabolism is just horrible. I just can't seem to lose this weight. And say, okay, totally get it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send over blank, your third-party tool. So is it a video? Is it a website? Is it a testimonial? Is it, I mean, what do you have? Recorded webinar, recorded call? Like, what do you have at your fingertips? You need to know what this is. This is also something I didn't have when I first started, and they would say yes, they would take a look, and I'm like, I don't ask people to take a look at a video. I don't even tell them to watch it. I just do it just like this. I totally get it. I'm going to send over, I just do it. I'm going to send over this quick video, or for me personally, I send on my website because I think I'm not a fan of videos anymore. It's just hard to get people to watch videos. So you can though, no worries. So I totally agree with you. I'm going to send you over my website to check out. In the meantime, let me get you more info on how this can help you reach your goals. Okay, so let me repeat that. So tell them you agree with them. Totally get it. I'm going to send over my website. In the meantime, let me get you more info on how this can help you reach your goal of blank. Let me get you more info on how this can help you reach your goal of revving up your metabolism and plowing through menopause, whatever. Okay. So you want to tell them that there's more coming here. We're not done yet. You do not wait for the video. Comment below if you have ever said, let me know when you're done watching the video. And they never let you know when they're watching the video. And then there was that awkward, did you watch the video? Or you even set a time. I was taught to set a time, which is just interesting. And I would set the time and then they wouldn't be there. So it was like that weird, like they didn't get on the three-way chat when they were supposed to, or I would message them after the time they were supposed to watch the video. Like, really? Oh, it's 9 o'clock at night. Did you watch the video? And they're like, I'm a tired mom who just wants to watch Netflix. No, I did not watch the video. So I'm just saying it comically because I look back and I'm like, wow, there were so many mistakes I made. That's why I'm here to teach you and save you a lot of time. But how many times have you asked somebody to watch a video and they didn't watch the video? Be honest. A lot. What happens is the ball is in their court at that point. The whole flow of this new prospect flow chart, you're stopping the flow with them. They are in control. They are in the driver's seat. And then they never give you back control because they're busy. It's not even that they don't want you. They're just busy. You have to keep it going. You have to keep control of the conversation. And this flow that I've created for you will keep you in control. I use it every day, okay? So I agree with you. I'm going to send over my, my favorite video. In the meantime, let me get you more info on how this can help you reach your goal of losing those stubborn last few pounds, okay? They're going to want to know. They're like, well, how do you do it? Because it's a pain point of theirs, okay? Then what you do, it says put into a three-way chat. Do not ask. Put them in a three-way chat, and then you do the intro script and edify, okay? So you say, hey, Sarah, this is my my friend Beth, which Beth is my upline. Sarah's the prospect, okay? Sarah's the prospect, Beth's my upline. Hey, Sarah, this is my friend Beth. She's been in this industry for almost 6 years. She's a multimillionaire.
Hello there.
You know what's gonna happen. Siri's like, hey, Sarah. No, Sarah. It's so funny. She's just crushing it. She knows so much. And Beth, this is my friend Sarah. We met in a Facebook group. She's a runner as well. And so I was telling her how this helped me lose the last 10 pounds. So she wanted to know more about that. Can you explain how that actually works? So you might know how it works, but you need to bring in that third party, okay? Especially if you're new. Now, if you're more seasoned and you're like, I don't need the three-way chat, you don't have to. You can just keep going on and close them. But I really do like the three-way chat, especially if you're new. If you're in this training with me, you probably need to do a three-way chat. You're probably not quite ready and confident enough to do this on your own. But when you do get to that point, you can just use three-way chat selectively. When you're stuck, you've got a tough one, or maybe a bigger fish, or an influencer, or just someone who maybe is on your chicken list, you can use the three-way chat to help you, okay? So intro, script, edify. You're gonna put them in the three-way chat. Don't ask, just do it. Share the pain point. And then your upline will share her story really quick. Make sure your upline knows to do that. Have her share her story of like why she got in, what it's done for her. And then she's gonna touch on that specific pain point. She's like, okay, the reason why it helps you lose weight is because it's filling in all the nutritional gaps. So it's gonna help you curb the cravings, reduce the appetite, and there's actually plant extracts in there that support natural boosting your metabolism without you even like exercising, okay? So she's gonna talk about that. Then, this is key, you go back to private one-on-one messenger. I have seen too many people go back and forth on freaking three-way chats all day, and that's not fair to the upline. I've been there, okay? It's not fair and it's not good. You need to take it back and finish it up. This is your person. You're in business as a network marketer. You have to learn how to do this. Don't expect, I have had people legit that have been with the company for months who keep trying to pull me into three-way chats. It's okay if you've got like a specific situation. So if you're on my team and you're like, is she talking about me? I'm not talking about you. This person's actually not even in the business anymore, but just couldn't close, you know, a door to save her life. So she wanted us to do all her upline and me to do all of it for her. And that's not how this works. Then I'm building your business for you. This is your business. I'm here to support you, and you have to close the loop, okay? Go back to private one-on-one messenger at that point, and then you say, isn't she great? Okay, so if you're in the three-way chat, isn't she great? Any other questions, or do you want me to go over what it entails to get started? Now that is for the business. So let me rephrase that, okay? So you guys can rewrite this down. Isn't she great? Any other questions, or do you want me to go over the pricing? And then if she says, oh no, pricing would be great, say, awesome. Would you like me, and this is how you can upsell, would you like me to give you pricing on the products just as a customer? Or if you're thinking right now, well, gosh, I know a bunch of people who could use this product. Do you want me to go over what's involved with getting started with the business? Because you could earn commissions. And I just upsold that person on the business opportunity. And they're like, oh, well, yeah, I know lots of people who need to lose weight. Like, who doesn't? Freaking everybody does. So if she says, well, yeah, okay, both, then you know that she's a potential business builder. We're not pouncing on her. We're not trying to get her to be a kidnapper. She most likely will probably start with the product. But if you don't throw that out there, you are closing the door on her before even giving her a chance. I heard a girl one time, I'll never forget this. She was a customer with my previous company. She was actually one of my gold diggers. 1 year later, on her own, she hit that upgrade button to become a business builder for that company. Her upline never asked her in a year, I shouldn't say upline, her contact with the company, because she was a customer, never asked her in 1 year. She was a happy customer, ordered every month, loved the product. 1 year, never asked her about the business side. So on her own, she's like, screw it, like I'll just do it. And she went for it and did really well with it. But what if she never would have hit that button? Or what if the upline would have asked her right away or within a couple months when she's happy with the product? So throw that out there so you can find out where they're at. And then if they do express interest in the business, present both choices, customer, business builder. Do not encourage them to do the business side unless they really want to build the business. Do not get a customer to become a business builder. That's a kidnapper. That's not good. It never works out, okay? What you want to do is be really clear in the options and see what would work best for them. So give them the two choices and then say, what would you prefer? How would you like to get started? And then they'll say, oh, I'll probably just start with the product. Cool, no worries. We'll get you loving the product. We can talk about the business later. I am also going to work on getting you to get your product for free. We've got a great referral program. So let's go ahead and do that. And then, ladies and gentlemen, you take the order and you have your new happy customer. And that's all there is to it. So as you can see, if you have a step-by-step system, you can take people through this funnel. And there will be people dropping. So that is a funnel. A funnel means you have a lot at the top and then you have less in the bottom. And this is all the people who say yes. People will drop off. So if you do right here, you say, oh, well, tell me more about, let's see, right down here, ask the pain point. What's your, tell me more about your health goals. They don't respond. You wait a few days and you're like, hey, just circling back, got really busy. Just want to continue our conversation. Wanted to tell you a little bit more about what I'm doing. Can I get you to an event? I'm hosting an online event this week. I'd love to have you see more about what I'm doing. You can actually potentially earn some product, or we're raffling off some product too. We're doing a giveaway. Can I get you the link? So you could jump in there and do a follow-up, but you're gonna have people drop off. You're gonna have people not respond. You're gonna do a three-way chat. They're gonna ghost the chat. Like, this is a funnel, okay? It's a numbers game. The more people that you expose and get into this funnel, the more sales you have at the end of the day. With the 30-day recruiting blitz, if you legit participate in this whole thing and you just throw every excuse out the window, you kick those excuses to the curb and you say, darn it, I'm gonna finish this 30 days because I've never finished any 30 days with my business yet. I always quit, I always give up, I work 10 days in the month, no more. I'm doing all 30 days because I want real data. I wanna know my real numbers. I wanna know how many people I'm really reaching out to, how many people I'm exposing, and what conversions I'm getting, and so I can figure out what I need to change, how I can get better, and how I can improve. So I promise you, if you have a flow chart like this and you legit follow it, you will get more people through the funnel. You will get more sales, and you will most definitely feel more confident with the whole process. Okay? You can text all this out. You can voice memo it out. I like voice memo. I usually start off with text because not everybody knows voice memo. So if they just see voice memos from you, they're like, I like to start with text and then flip it to voice memo. That's just me. I want them to hear how excited I am and how much how awesome I think things are. All right, so that's what I have for you guys this week. Make sure you guys are tracking your results. I want to see you posting in the event, in the discussion area of the event. If you have an aha moment, drop it in the events discussion at the end of every week. Let me know how many new messages did you send out, birthday messages. Hey, I saw you commented on my post. I saw you watched my stories. Thanks for the friend request. How many did you send out? How many new people did you share with? I want to know those numbers, you guys. And of course, let's celebrate the new customers and the new business builders, because that's obviously the ultimate goal, but it takes time. It's a 60 to 90 day thing here. It's not 30 days. whatever results you get from this 30 days now is actually just bonus. It's this work that you do this month. You're going to start to get some traction towards the end, but it's going to make September and October, you guys like that accent? It's going to make September and October incredible. I really do guarantee that. I can't really guarantee results, it's probably illegal, so don't turn me in for that. But I guarantee it's going to be a better situation than you not tracking. Let's just say that. Okay, so I'm proud of you for being in here. I'm even more proud for those that make it week to week and you keep showing up. Just show up, guys. Don't quit. Never quit in a bad day. Keep showing up. Throw the excuses out. They're not allowed to be here. This is just a place for people who are committed to their success and they're not going to let anything get in their way. So go out there and crush it. I'll see you guys next week, okay? Bye.